I'm Duane Breijak. I'm the Executive Director of the National Association of Social Workers. I am brand new to this role as of today of this interview. I have been with NASW-Michigan for 9 years now as the Director of Member Services. I started at NASW immediately after my MSW program, which wrapped up in 2012. And it's been a real honor to transition into the position where I kind of get to oversee the statewide social work population and be a best support to all of my colleagues across the state of Michigan. So program evaluation is probably one of the most critical things you have to be able to do as a social worker, because if you don't have data and metrics for what you're doing, are you even doing anything? And how do you show your funders? How do you show your boards? How do you show your staff that you're being effective at whatever you're trying to produce? And so, at NASW, we want to be efficient. We're a small team. We have 6 staff here in Michigan for the 30,000 social workers. And so we need to make sure that what we're doing is most impactful for the largest amount of people. And I think social workers on the ground are also doing that when they're looking at their own services. Are they adapting when things aren't going as planned? Or are they using their funds as wisely as they could be? And then that also then can provide future opportunities, whether it's additional grants or funding opportunities, or bringing in new staffing, or changing out staffing depending on the need. So looking at the data for whatever you're doing is really critical. I chose to go into social work not out of an expectation that that's what I wanted to do. When I was in undergrad at Michigan, I was a psychology and a music student. I thought maybe music therapy was what I was going to go into, and finishing up my undergrad, I still didn't have a good grasp of what my future career wanted to be. One of my friends at the time was in the Masters of Public Health program at U of M, and she said, "Duane, you need to go get your MSW. You are a social worker, and you just need to make this happen." And I was like, I don't know if that's true. I had the stereotypical conceptions about what social work was, specifically child welfare, and I knew that that was not specifically what I wanted to do, and I didn't even know there was this whole political wing tied to social work. So she's like, read through the Code of Ethics, look through the application process. I can guarantee you this is where you're going to go. And so reading through the NASW Code of Ethics, this was around probably 2009, 2010, I immediately knew that that was my group of people. Getting to Section 6 of the Code of Ethics, which was about political participation and how do you integrate both the clinical, meso, and macro wings into one profession, I didn't know that social work did that. And so then also looking at the tracks that existed at the School of Social Work and what would potentially fit what I wanted to do long term, I applied for my MSW, and I haven't regretted it since.